Oh, I'm live! And yes, I will take a photo of myself. Right now, I am watching, well, actually, I'm listening to it on Spotify. Do you remember that song? I think it came out in like 1996 or 1993 or something like that. It was called Children. And it was like a super long trance song. And it was by, I think, Robert Miles. Anyhow, I heard today that he died. So I'm listening to that song, and I'm going to listen to it over and over and over again and probably go to sleep listening to it too. So I wanted to show you a new photography item that I got today. Well, I didn't get it today. It's ordered today. Oh, the song is over already. It's like a 7-minute song here. Let me listen to it. It's called Children. It's the full-length one, and it's like 7 minutes and 40 seconds. The original ones for radio is like 4 minutes. I don't know. I think they said that he had some sort of undiagnosed or something like that disease. But it's really sad because I remember listening to that song for like ever, and then they had like the Hacker soundtrack. That was like the next kind of really cool trance song, and like everybody that I knew except for like a couple select people, they were like, what are you listening to? Because it's like no words or anything. And because of him in that song, one of my sisters and I, when we were younger, we decided to make our own music. So we like came up with melodies and things like that, and then we wrote our own lyrics and stuff, and then we sold the lyrics to songs and stuff like that. And it's all because of listening to music like this. So anyhow, that happened today, and so I'm listening to his music just to remember him a little bit and like kind of honor him a little. So photography wise, I want to show you this. I got a GorillaPod. I ordered one the other day so I can do more vlogging, and I can take you out on the road with me so you can see all the really cool places where I take photos. Just on the weekends where I go into like the backcountry and stuff. So these are GorillaPods. And they're really cool because you can like attach them to anything really. Just like wrap the legs around a rock or around a tree branch or around a pole or whatever. Or you can just hold it in your hand, and I think it like takes up to 6 pounds on it. So I can put a lightweight camera like this on it, where the body is really lightweight or plastic. Like my outfit. Like I said, I got this jacket at Urban Behavior. I was going to wear the other one, but it was way too hot. So yeah. Anyhow, I better take a picture and I'll put it on Instagram. Check out my Instagram. My Instagram is Monique Massiah, the Massiah, like the real one. Not the real one, you know, like M-A, Massiah. You know, let's see, where is my Instagram? Okay, let me take a picture during my broadcast. There, a smile one is always more awesome. So I'm just gonna edit it while we're chatting away now. I think it was like one of the most popular songs that was like a trance song. Before that they weren't popular, and now they're like super, super popular. I'm just going through the filters, trying to find a filter that I really like. That's like nice and not like crazy looking. Like this one. There. I'm sharing it. Everybody takes a picture like, oh, there it is. There's my picture. So yeah, check out my Instagram page. I post something every day to it. Except for yesterday, for some reason, I was having a big problem with my phone. Actually, it's really funny. So this is a BlackBerry Priv, and I was doing an update. And so what happened was I started the update, and then all of a sudden the phone was like, you just added $30 to your data. And I was like, what? And so after that, a warning popped up on the phone saying you should probably use your Wi-Fi or whatever. So I was like, cancel, cancel, cancel. By the time I hit cancel and it went through, it was like, your bill has now gone up to $90. I was just like, $90 to do an update on my phone. Crazy. We are getting really ripped off here in Canada. There's only like 3 big companies in Canada that offer cell phones. And so, like, that's it. It's a monopoly for those 3 big companies. Nobody else can really break through. So you're paying like hundreds of dollars for a month, like for a plan, and like say $50 a month for your phone. It's crazy. And then, like I said, within 5 seconds, I had to pay $90. It's crazy. Hi. What's your name? Pugs eat waffles. That's cute. Do they really eat waffles? I guess they would eat anything, really. Pugs are cute. Hey. I don't see you writing anything. Yes. Hello. Hi. Anyhow, so I was talking about cell phones and stuff, and I just took a picture to put on my Instagram page. But yeah, it's so expensive here in Canada. That's where I'm from. Anyhow, and I was showing everybody that I bought a GorillaPod, and it's going to come, I think, in like 4 days or something like that. So it's going to be really cool. I can put my camera on top of it. This is my tripod head for my real tripod. But, yeah, I'll be able to use it and carry it around and do vlogging and be like, oh. So it'll be really fun. I gotta make sure my phone's turned off, too. But I went to this really cool place today and took photos of like a future malt brewery. So there's nothing in it yet, but it's kind of cool to think that there'll be stuff in it. And a couple other events the night before, and those were just fun kind of events. Nothing like where I've gone out into the bush or anything, but I'm really excited to go to one of the open houses for the county. So I get to go out into like the country. And when I say go out into the country, it's not like drive into the country. It's like, you know, going into the country and walking in a field with like the grass is that high where it's canola, and like canola doesn't look like, you know, wheat. People think of canola and they think of wheat for some reason. I don't know why. Or like canola oil. It's this big tall plant, and there's fields and fields and fields full of it, and it's got like flowers on the top too. Anyhow, yeah, it's kind of weird. I saw hitchhikers today and I was just like, wow. You don't see them so much anymore in our area just because of, you know, the Highway of Tears and hitchhikers. But like, I would never hitchhike, man. First, there could be bad people. There are bad people everywhere. But second, you know that there are cougars, and cougars blend in with like kind of tan colored grass. And like cougars travel up to 300 kilometers, right, at a time. So it's like, don't hitchhike, because one of those can snatch you away in a second. Thank you very much. What? Was it weird when I saw the hitchhiker? Yeah, because like obviously nobody's gonna stop to pick them up. Actually, a little while ago, over here. Oh, sorry, I got an ad that's going through. I'm listening to my Spotify, but I'm sorry, I don't like this ad. But what happened was these people stopped in like a mountainous area that's like 30 minutes from where I live, and they picked up a hitchhiker who they thought was a hitchhiker, and it ended up being a bunch of people in a car that beat them up and tried to steal their car. And I was just like, oh, people are just being nice to pick you up, and so now people don't stop as much. And because, yeah, they could be really bad. And they were like walking really slow, and they didn't look like regular hitchhikers. Hitchhikers usually have a big bag, and they're walking for a long time because they know nobody's going to pick them up. But this was like a guy and a girl, and they had no bags or anything. So it was just like, Yeah. Well, in the province next to us in Canada, like I said, the Highway of Tears is called that because for years and years there was a murderer, a serial killer who was in that area, and they suspect that it was him. I think his name was Robert Picton, and he picked up people and killed them and took them back to his pig farm. It was so gross, man. So don't hitchhike, because even in Canada, where people are nicer than average, there are bad people. Or a cougar will get you, or a wolf will get you. Anyhow, so yeah, I wanted to show you the GorillaPod that I got, which was really cool. I can open it again, or if it remembers. There it is. Ah, that's the GorillaPod. I'm so excited to get it. And then after that, I'm going to get my new camera, but not just yet. It's not like the new camera, it's a D2X. I'll just show you in a second. This one is a D3300, right? And they're all Nikon cameras too. One sec. Wow. So I'm getting this exact same camera. That's what it looks like. And it's just because the shutter on this one has broken, which is so sad. And I don't want to have to take it apart and, you know, fix it, because I just don't have the time. So I'm going to buy the exact same camera of this one. It's a D2X. Like I said before, it was like super loud using it. I mean, it still works, but every now and then you'll find like one of the pictures is white because the shutter is not opening and shutting properly. Like you can actually see the slates of the shutter. It's messed up. It's unfortunate because I really love that camera. Oh yeah, I'm in Canada. Yeah, I've used my phone before for YouTube. I did like a couple vlogs at first, and I want to do that a little bit more. But yeah, we'll see. I noticed that, like, not this phone that I'm using right now, BlackBerry, but the phone I was using before, I think it was like an LG, and it was like horrible for taking pictures. Really fuzzy. And so that's why, like, most of my videos are done with this camera, or like the camera, my desktop camera. I don't understand what you mean, how much subs mean, 29. I'm just like, got almost no subs. I have like 13 subs or something right now, so I've got to like really work on my YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm on YouNow almost every single day now. Unless I'm sick or I have like a photo event. Like last night, so tired, got home so late after taking pictures, and I thought, I can't get on YouNow. I can't do it. I need to sleep. Anyhow, I'm going to be going onto this website called Model Mayhem, and like every now and then I go on there. It's a really easy way to get casting calls, or like to do casting calls. What that is like, if you're trying to find a model, or if you're trying to find like a makeup artist or an assistant, then you can go onto that website. It's like an international website, and you write down what you need or what you want. So if I want to have a photo shoot on such and such a day during the summer, I put down this is when the photo shoot's going to happen, and you open it up to whoever you want, and then people answer the casting call, and you get to pick who you want to have for a model. You get to pick who your assistants are, and you get to check who, you know, you can look at their profiles and everything on Model Mayhem and see if they're professional or whatever. And you can pay for it, like you can pay them, or you can do it in trade or whatever. So it's a really good resource. It's called Model Mayhem, and I'm going to be using that to do another casting call this summer. The last one I did was with this girl from Edmonton. I'm in like a place called Alberta, and yeah, it's from like the northern part of the province. She was really good, actually. She listened to what I said. She wasn't crazy. So I was like, yeah. And it turned out I had like really awesome photos. And the location we chose was this like really old kind of, I don't know what it's called. It's like a girder, kind of steel girder bridge, I think, where it's like, you know, pieces of steel all the way down, and then it's wood across, and you can walk across it. They used to like have trains go across them, so we went there and took photos. That was really neat. God, this song sucks. I'm just gonna change it. my goodness. Okay. But it's super hot today. Except I'm like in my studio, so I'm like a little bit cool. That's why I'm wearing this today. I was just like driving with the window wide open on the highway where it's like 110 kilometers an hour and going like, oh, I need some air. And drinking so much water. So hopefully all the water will help to clear up my breakout, which is happening. It's horrible. I like to have really smooth skin and everything, and it looks great in pictures when you have smooth skin and you don't have to go into Photoshop and edit a whole bunch. But yeah, I was just like, oh. I think it's because I was drinking milk, so I might have to cut milk out of my diet. Maybe it's like I have an irritation to milk or like dairy products or something. It's weird. Hi! Thank you for watching me. Anyhow, yeah, so I need to like get some sleep and go to sleep a little bit earlier than normal. I don't know, it's weird. Oh, so yeah, this is a Sigma lens. You can see because it says Sigma on it. And the only thing that I didn't like about this lens, I'm using it now. This is like my backup camera. Off at like the inopportune moments and stuff. So it's just like I need it, and I'd like to keep it on all the time. I might have to put like gaffer's tape around it just to make sure it stays on forever. I just don't like the idea of that because then you take it off and then it's like sticky. But yeah, it is an 18 to 250. Tell right there. Okay, and like I said, this is the D3300, and it can take video, and it has all of the regular kind of modes on a Nikon camera. Like M is manual, A is aperture, S is shutter priority, and P is program mode. So like if you're gonna take a photo and you want the camera to do everything, you're on program mode, or you can go to like the green camera there. Ooh, the green camera there, and it's like the auto mode. Right now I'm on the guide, and it basically tells you how to use the camera. And so like manual mode, basically, let me see if it shows on the back of the camera. So you can see, oh there. Hang on, I don't see that. There, manual mode, M, is basically you setting all the settings for the camera, right? And then say when you're on shutter priority, it's just exactly that. It's the priority for shutter speed, right? Oh, sorry, good song's on. Anyhow, so same thing, aperture mode. Right? So if you're on program or auto, the camera chooses everything for you. So usually people, when they're using this type of camera for the first time, they make sure that their camera's on auto all the time. And that's good if you're learning how to use your camera. But if you want to take sports photography, then usually you're on shutter priority because you want to be able to choose the shutter speed and so on. Or you're on manual mode because you want to have your pictures have a certain look to them, and you want to be able to control certain variables in the picture. So for most sports photos, I'm on manual mode or shutter. Sometimes when I'm taking hockey though, like if you're not in a professional hockey arena, then I'll be taking like photos with this thing. But I'll have it on like auto, but auto without flash. Because when it's auto mode, this little pop-up flash comes up, or you have to put the big off-camera flash, and you don't want it to flash unless you've got like a mounted flash. Because like if you're in an arena, you're up against the glass, right? So if you put a flash off, it's just gonna flash on the glass, and it's gonna be a big white blur in front of you. Anyhow, I'm so excited to take pictures at Stampede. So Stampede, if you don't know, in Western Canada and in some places in the United States, like in Texas and stuff like that, they have rodeos. And I'm sorry, but everybody here loves rodeo. I don't think it's animal cruelty, but I don't really want to talk about that. I want to talk about photos at rodeo. I love rodeo circuit. Just the atmosphere and like some of the like pole bending and barrel racing. That's like racing horses, right? But it's women, right? Anyhow, what happens here is throughout the year, people go on this circuit to like smaller and smaller events, and then they gain points, and then they qualify for the big rodeos. So there's like big rodeos coming up next month, and then like I'm obviously going to take pictures at both of them, and then one of them I just like to go to it and watch it and not take photos at all, which is kind of weird because you can get in as like a member of the media and take photos for a publication, but I just like to be there. That's how much I love it so much. I just like the sound because they have like midways that go with it. So like games and like amusement parks and stuff that go along with it too, which is really, really cool. And just the food and the sounds and the smells and the loud bangs and the whistles and the shows and like the dog shows and everything that happen, and then the bands and the music. It's just amazing. Amazing. Anyhow, I love it. And so one of them's happening in our community. It's a smaller one. But as you get to the bigger ones, the payout gets bigger. So, like, the one that's in our community is, I think the payout's $100,000 or something like that. So that's, like, the top prize for the number one person. But almost every single competition, they're making money. And then the big one is the Calgary Stampede, which I have loved going to since I was a little girl. And I always go watch the rodeo every single year. And so, like, a long, long time. So I'm going to watch that one. But I want to go to one of the ones that's like, it's called Murraydale. I think it's already happened. But it's like this far out place where, like, it's in the prairies where there's no signs. You have to know the land location to get to. It's really cool just to be out there on, like, the prairie. And when you're on the prairie, it's really awesome because, like, you can see the sunset. And it's just like this really, really awesome sunset along the horizon. So it just goes on forever. It's so cool. Hello, new people. Hey, Joe Knight 1745. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Monique Massiah because that's me. My name, Massiah. Here, let me go look for it on my phone. Sorry for that strange voice. I'm having a strange. I didn't eat proper today, and I woke up so late. I usually get up super early to take pictures, because that's like my job. But, yeah, oh, there is my broadcast. Let me go to my page. Oops. There, Monique Massiah. That's my YouTube on my phone. Blah. Let's get closer so you can see Massiah. That's how you spell my name. So you can go to my YouTube channel and watch some videos if you want. Let me see if I have some videos on here. There! Let me see if I have some videos. Of course I have some videos. I have over 125 videos. Ooh. If you want to watch a video soon, watch the second one here, Photography 101. It's actually not Photography 101. It's talking about how to do an intro for a video on iMovie and where you can get GIFs. Off of Giphy and like make a really cool intro where you put text over a GIF, and you can use that for YouTube videos and stuff. So watch that one. I'm gonna do another one tonight too. I'm just not sure what it's gonna be about just yet. If you want me to do something specific, just let me know. I do videos on how to use iMovie, how to use YouTube, how to use a program for photographers called Final Cut Express, and use like Nikon photo systems, or how to use your camera. So I have one of those coming up really soon, like a video on how to use cameras or like flash sync cables and stuff like that, or software and stuff. I did one about how to get rid of blemishes on your face in Photoshop too, so that's a really cool one to watch. And then this one down there is, oh gosh, I need to do my nails again. Anyhow, that one is about how to start a vlog with a cell phone for like really cheap. So maybe watch that one. That one's cool too. Sure, I'll sub you. Just sub me too. Let me see if I can copy paste it first. Ooh. Just so I don't lose it. I don't have a mouse with me for this one. Yeah, hold on. Oh, good. I can just click on it. Yes, that was kind of stupid, but whatever. Oh, I like your banner. I don't want this to play while my music is playing. Oh, I see you have 172 people. There, I stopped your channel. I can't hear you because I'm listening to music, but I will continue to watch you after I finish my broadcast. Let's go. I like the color in your banner. It's neat. Let's spy on your YouTube channel. Yeah, okay. Yes, I see. Oh, okay. That's cool. Like I said, I'm from Canada. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat messages from other people that I've missed. And hi, everybody. Sorry. But yeah. What do we want to talk about? Like we're going to do, well, first, tonight I'm going to do a funny challenge. I don't know if you've heard about this, but so Bow Wow, a little while ago on Twitter, posted a picture of a jet with like a fancy car. I think it was a Mercedes-Benz and something else, and I don't know what it was out. But yeah, it was like these really expensive things, and it was kind of like he was trying to say, oh, I'm gonna go on this event, and this is the fancy jet that I'm getting in, and it was fake. It wasn't his jet, and so now people are totally blowing up Twitter by doing like the Bow Wow fake challenge. So, like people are doing like photoshopping themselves into a picture with Rihanna as their girlfriend, or like this one funny one was this girl. It was a picture of like, you know, the wedding picture, the groom's feet here and the bride's feet here, and that's all you see. And then you see the after picture, and it's her standing with a pair of jeans with like fake shoes in front of it. It's like, oh, that was kind of weird. But yeah, that's what it is. I'm going to try to do the fake Bow Wow challenge tonight and see what I'm going to do. I don't want to use anything too creepy. I have a couple creepy dolls. So I can maybe do something with that. But yeah, I also have like a weight loss challenge that I'm going to start doing again. Last year for New Year's, we did like a weight loss challenge, and we actually, my sister and I, we met all of our goals. So I'm going to try to start doing that again, but I have to watch out because my hip is like totally killing me. I was in a car accident last year, and so I just kind of got to be smart and safe and not push myself too much because I don't want to hurt myself. Anyhow, yeah, so that's going to be cool, and I will vlog that challenge as well like I did last time. So, yeah. If you didn't see earlier, I was talking about, I think his name is Robert Miles. He did one of the really popular trance songs in like the 1990s. Called Children, and he died today, which was really sad. So I played his songs and stuff because I really love trance, and that's what got me into like making music and stuff when I was younger, and like writing lyrics and stuff and selling them. So that was really cool. Sad that he's gone. So oh, let's get out of the sad moment. But yeah. It is seriously hot, like 27 degrees Celsius. I don't know if people use Celsius in England or if they use Fahrenheit, but yeah, super hot. Anyhow, I was saying I got the GorillaPod. I ordered it on Amazon.com, it was really cheap. I thought, what is going on here? They had a couple that were like, well, the range was from $60 to $129. And obviously it's different strengths, weights, that, you know, the camera that it could take, and the brand new one or the used one or whatever. Anyhow, I got a really good deal, so I'm really excited to get that. And last night, if you go on my Blogger account, I actually put a link to some of the newspaper covers where I had photos that I took. Like I took rugby photos that were on the front, and baseball, and like just political photos too. too, but I don't like to talk about those ones too much. But landscape photos and stuff like that. So those are cool. But yeah, earlier I said, ooh, I'm going to be ordering this exact same camera. Ooh, I almost dropped it. Anyhow, it's a D2X camera. There. Right? And it's a Nikon, because all my cameras are Nikons. But I had to get rid of this one, and it's not like I'm throwing it away or anything. It can be repaired, but I'm sure it'll be really expensive to repair it. I can buy a brand new one for the cost that will be to repair it. But I noticed that the shutter is broken, like a piece of the metal in the shutter just broke right off. I was like, oh, I was so shocked that that could happen. And it's kind of weird when stuff like that happens. It's like, your camera right to your face, so it's like, oh my gosh, a piece of metal broke off of it, inside of it. I don't want to fix it myself. I've taken apart cameras before, but I don't want to really fix it. Anyhow, so I am going to buy the exact same camera and have the one that I buy be my number one camera, and then use this one as the backup one. This type of camera, it doesn't take video or anything. It's just like a professional SLR camera. But it has a lot of really cool capabilities, especially for like taking pictures at night. And it has less grain and so on with certain types of lenses. And I like to use these cameras too, because when you get a brand new camera that's updated and it's not the same level of photography, like, I guess I should explain. Excuse me. If you go onto Wikipedia and you look up Nikon cameras, you'll see that there's a bunch of different series of cameras. And so they have like the first series of cameras that are made for people who are not photographers. And it's just like easy point and shoot cameras that are like, you know, the tiny little ones that are like when you're going on your vacation, you bring that and it's like $100 and whatever. And then there's the beginner kind of SLR cameras that are kind of like this, but, you know, they're made out of plastic and so on. And then there's lenses that go on them. And the card that goes inside of the camera is an SD card. And then there's these ones, which are like professional photography cameras that are made out of like a special kind of carbon fiber. And what I love about these cameras is like I went into a desert and took pictures, and it was so hot, and the camera didn't melt. This camera here would melt. It's made out of plastic in some parts, so it would melt. This one didn't. I used a blower to get the sand out of the little cracks and stuff. I've used it in a rainstorm. I've used it in like everywhere, like crazy stuff where it's really moist. And what you do when it's really moist outside and you're taking pictures and stuff, and this is the trick and the reason why you have to have a good camera bag, okay? So I have low pro camera bags. And you can find those anywhere. But I really like them. I think that they work the best. I think they're one of the best camera bags out there. And don't get a knockoff camera bag. And don't put it in your duffel bag because it looks cool, or you saw in some war movie that some guy did it. Don't do it. Use a real camera bag. Anyhow, so there's a material inside of the bag that is waterproof and, you know, condensation proof and all that. You take your pictures and say like it's raining out. You use a microfiber cloth to clean off the camera and make sure you get as much water off. Take the lens off, put the camera cap on like the body, and then put the caps on the lenses and everything. And use a blower. I have one over there, but it's like a squeeze kind of pump action blower. Or you can use like a mechanical one. I have one of those too. But you use the blower to blow all the dirt and dust and water and everything away from the lens. And just go over it one more time. And you put both separately into the bag and zip it up. And I think the rule is that if you're outside, say for an hour in that weather, you put the camera in the bag for an hour so that it can cool down or dry off or whatever. And then you take it out. You can check it. Because I think it happened to me once with one of my first cameras, and what happened was I think it was really, really hot. Well, actually, no, it was really, really cold. It was a snowstorm, and I was taking pictures of like a road that was closed to traffic. That was a really important road in and out of the community. Anyhow, so I took the picture, and I didn't put it in the bag right away. And then when I looked into the camera, it was all like foggy and condensed and everything. And then I remember my boss was like, put it in the bag right away. Because like, you're paying $1,000 for the camera body. Like, and you're going to ruin it that way. So, you know, put it in the bag right away. This is like a crazy kind of old song. I was listening to some classic songs like Ella Fitzgerald and stuff. And this one I think is called Whatever Lola Wants. It was really cool. I want to say it's Delilah Reese. But yeah, like, I listened to Ella Fitzgerald putting on the Ritz. And it's kind of weird. Like, I'm sure if you weren't from North America, you wouldn't understand. Well, maybe if you're from England or one of those countries or a little bit older, you'd understand what putting on the Ritz means. Like, and what that song was about. That's why I don't like those movies like La La Land, because it's like you lost all of your context of history. And like when people sing those songs nowadays, like that means dressing up and looking nice. And mixing means like with white people and colored people or black people, right? That's what they meant by that song, right? So it's kind of like you don't remember what the words mean. So why are you singing that? Anyhow, so I'm listening to that right now. And I like Ella Fitzgerald. She had like a really cool sound too. I'll take another picture. So, like I said before, if you want to take selfies, when I first started doing my YouTube channel, I did like a video on how to take the best selfies, and maybe I'll do another one in a couple days here. I know lots of people want to know how to take good selfies. One thing with selfies, just you gotta make sure you have good light. You gotta make sure your background is clear, like something like this, where there's not a lot of distraction. And then you've gotta make sure that, you know, you're ready. Usually when you're a woman, you don't take head-on pictures like this. Usually those types of photos are like, you'll find men taking those pictures because just the way the lighting falls on your face, it's more harsh. So like with guys, you want their eyebrows and, you know, their nose and mouth and everything really defined. So that's why their pictures are head on. Usually girls, it's turned, or they're like, you know, like that. And turning your face away from the camera kind of hides a blemish. If you have like something here, you'd like turn your face this way and it just hides it. And then you can have the eyes on the camera and so on and so forth in that video. So yeah, I might do that again. I don't know. It all depends on, you know, the demand for that video. I love this song. Even though it sounds weird. I put a spell on you. Yeah. It's by Nina Simone. I have to figure out how to share my playlist from Spotify, because I just really love certain songs and I think I want to share it. Maybe I'll put it on Twitter so you can hear what I'm actually listening to at the moment. I like some of the classic songs. Anyhow, I've been on here for 40 minutes already. Like I said, you can check out my YouTube channel. Let's go like this. I don't know if it's going to snap if I go, oh, there it goes. Yay! And some of the videos that I have on my channel are here. So this year I'm going to be like working on my YouTube channel a lot more. I'm going to try to have a video out on my YouTube channel every single day. So that is going to be one of my challenges. And another one is going to be putting out photos every day. I usually take photos for my job every day. I'm a journalist. And so I want to do like a photo project every week that's cool. Even if it's like a clothing photo project, that would be cool. I love my shoe challenge. I didn't put that on my YouTube channel, but should have. I think I did like an opening video and an ending video. It was really cool. Lots of people liked watching that. And there was like crazy stuff, like shoes that were made of glitter all over them, or that were like, you know, the heel is that high, or like the leather ones, or the boots that go up to your waist, and like crazy stuff with like a design and a puff on the front. Something that you wouldn't wear in real life anyhow. So, yeah. Anyhow, that's the end of the song, where she like keeps the song running for that long. Let's listen to something more like normal. Oh, I don't want to listen to that. Ooh, let's listen to Drake. Yeah. I know, I love Drake. That dancing Hotline Bling song was a little weird, but like the video for it was a little weird, but I love Drake. Yay! I'm so excited to be able to get this camera, the exact copy of it. And I don't know, I have a thing, even if my camera doesn't work, I like to keep it. Like my oldest camera, there was only one camera that I really gave away. It still worked, but it you can tell when the camera is breaking down, the motor starts to get slower, it's harder to take pictures and things like that. So, yeah, I kept almost all of them except for one. People have, like, there's no point in giving somebody something that's broken, even for pretend. For one of the parades, actually, in our community, like, you know, everybody has a rodeo parade. We all dressed up as camera women. It was so funny. Or, like, the year before, I think we were all paper boys, which is kind of cute. It was like we were taking fake photos. We had, like, puffs of smoke and everything. It was neat. We were passing, like, throwing out papers like paper boys, like, extra, extra, read all about it, which is really fun. Everybody's talking about the news today about Donald Trump firing the FBI director. And I don't know. People talk about it for like 5 minutes here in Canada because eventually it is going to affect us, but not on the same level. Yeah. You voted for him, right? So that's what you got. So, I don't know. It's not like they're not going to be investigating him. I'm sure there's hundreds or thousands of FBI agents in the United States who are still going to be investigating him. It's just, you know, the leader of that agency is gone now. I feel kind of almost sorry for him because, like, what are you going to do? What kind of job are you going to do now? You've been fired, right? You made it to the top of your field, and because somebody didn't like you, they got rid of you. So, like, you can't be an agent again, right? Are you going to go to another law enforcement agency? Or are you going to go to, like, a firm? Or, like, what are you going to do? His whole life work is over. And I don't even know how old he is, right? Is he going to get a pension? Compensation? Seems kind of unfair that you could just fire somebody like that where they're elected for a certain term. Anyhow, that's all I'm saying about it. I like Canada where it's relative peace, and I don't know, it's kind of weird. People think that our government is really cool and everything, but if you actually watch government, you can. It's so kind of crazy. People screaming and yelling at each other and slapping on the table and being like, yo, line, across the bench at other people. And what's funny is, like, little kids go on tours of government, like parliament and stuff, and they see these adults, grown adults, screaming at each other and being like, oh, yes, the minister for this said this, and, you know, contradicting each other, and the kids are, like, appalled, I think, when they see it at first, and then they're, like, amused. It's a little bit tamer than it was last year, but yeah, it's kind of something to see. I just put up another picture on my Instagram. Going back, I was wearing this outfit yesterday. It's like a military jacket with like a Japanese kind of jacket underneath. I was wearing it and I went into the Legion. I go to the Legion every now and then just for like events or as a member of the Legion too when I was a kid. Because like I was in a military family. So it's cool. I like the atmosphere of it. Anyhow, that's what I was wearing yesterday. And I don't think I put it up. So maybe I should put it up. That's what I was wearing the day before. Really cool. And I went for like a really long drive too. I like the sound of the engine when you're changing gears and everything in the car. And I like to blast the music really loud, so that's how you'll know it's me. When you're on the highway, you're going 110 kilometers an hour. There's nobody watching, nobody like, there to listen to you. You're zooming across, nobody's hearing you. Their house is like a kilometer away from the road, right? Anyhow, I will stop my blabbering. And I will say goodbye soon. But I really recommend you go and Google the Brad Pitt pictures, because you will have, I think, extremely huge laugh, because it is so funny. So funny. So we talked about this last time, if you weren't here. So Brad Pitt took these really kind of funny pictures as he was talking about a serious topic, the breakup of his family, right? But the pictures are like out of this world. So one of them, he looks like a mannequin, and he's on like white sand dune, and he's like, and reaching towards the camera. I was like, what's wrong with you? And he looks like he's lost a ton of weight. Another one, he jumps and he like lands on his head or something. So it's like a weird kind of thing. He looks like a bingo dauber upside down in the sand. It was just like, and the funny thing about it is that it's all these weird positions and weird kind of looks on his face. And then the background of the pictures are just beautiful. They're like a sunset, an early morning dawn, and beautiful blue sky and everything. And these totally messed up pictures with Brad Pitt doing weird posing. It's kind of like he's trying way too hard. But I suggest you go Google crazy Brad Pitt pictures, and you will see what I'm talking about. You'll see him in this strange clothing and strange kind of poses and stuff, and you're just like, what is happening, Brad Pitt? Is this the reason why Angelina left you? Because you've gone crazy? I don't know. I thought that big actors like that have an agent or somebody that looks over pictures like that before they go to press, so that they can say, this looks really bad. I think it's comparable to the time when Tom Cruise jumped on the Oprah couch. Yeah. If you weren't here before, I was talking about my GorillaPod, which is going to come in a couple days. So I'm really excited about that. But I am going to leave now. You can find me on Snapchat or on Instagram. Oh, I don't want to see food. Sorry, I wanted to show you that writing. I think it's Korean. Yeah, it doesn't look like Japanese. That's funny. Anyhow, I'm going to have some tea. I'm going to actually finish off my coconut water. But you can see me on Instagram. You can see me on Snapchat. It's my office. Ooh. It's a weird picture. Sorry, I stopped talking all of a sudden when I was typing. I was like, oh my god, you have to make sense. I'm listening to Massiah right now and Ariana Grande. I wonder if it's always on. I really want to watch that channel. I love watching it. I watch it all the time. Anyhow, I've got to say goodbye and go to sleep early tonight because I went to bed at 4 in the morning the other day and was totally wiped out. I gotta be awake in the day to be able to take awesome pictures. So tonight I will do an iMovie video. So go to my YouTube channel, Monique Massiah, Massiah, and you will see some of the videos that I did. And there's 125 videos, and I do videos every day. So there's always something coming out. YouTube videos, photography videos, iMovie, and soon to be Final Cut Express editing videos. Oh my god. So I've got to go.